Features of size. 4 different levels of Gd&T control can apply to a feature of size. Each higher level tolerance adds a degree of constraint demanded by the feature's functional requirements. However, all lower level controls remain in effect. Thus, a single feature can be subject to many tolerances simultaneously. Level 1 controls size and, for cylinders or spheres, circularity at each cross-section only. Level 2 adds overall form control. Level 3 adds orientation control. Level 4 adds location control. Level 1 size limit boundaries. For every feature of size, the designer shall specify the largest and the smallest the feature can be. The math standard explains how specified size limits establish small and large size limit boundaries for the feature. The method may seem complicated at first, but it's very simple. It starts with a geometric element called a spine. The spine for a cylindrical feature is a simple, non-self-intersecting curve in space. Think of it as a line that may be straight or wavy. Next, we take an imaginary solid ball whose diameter equals the small size limit of the cylindrical feature and sweep its center along the spine. This generates a worm-like three-dimensional 3D boundary for the feature's smallest size. Material condition. Material condition is another way of thinking about the size of an object taking into account the object's nature. For example, the nature of a mountain is that it's a pile of rock material. If you pile on more material, its material condition increases and the mountain gets bigger. Material condition is simply a shorthand description of a feature's size in the context of its intended function. Maximum material condition, called MMC, is the condition in which a feature of size contains the maximum amount of material within the stated limits of size. You can think of MMC as the condition where the most part material is present at the surface of a feature or where the part weighs the most, all else being equal. This equates to the smallest allowable hole or the largest allowable pin relative to the stated size limits. Least material condition, called LMC, is the condition in which a feature of size contains the least amount of material within the stated limits of size. You can think of LMC as the condition where the least part material is present at the surface of a feature or where the part weighs the least, all else being equal. This equates to the largest allowable hole or the smallest allowable pin relative to the stated size limits. Modifier symbols. Each geometric tolerance for a feature of size applies in one of the following 3 contexts. Regardless of feature size, the default, modified to maximum material condition, modified to least material condition.